So this is video 6 in our Jump Rope Beginner's Guide tutorial series. And in this video, we're going to start talking about more intermediate moves, namely the double under. I think everybody knows what the double under it is. It's a pretty slick move when you can do it. In this video, we're going to talk about all the things you need to be mindful of as you practice the double under, because the only way you're going to get good at it is practicing it. And then one day, everything's going to click. Your hands and your feet are going to be in sync. And then you're going to be able to double under until essentially you can no longer do it through your cardiovascular system. Now, there's really 3 components of the double under. Part 1 is the actual lift off. So you've been doing a normal jump and now you're deciding to lift off to do the double under. The second part is the actual double under itself with the rope. And that's all about getting into the timing and the rhythm as you're doing that move. And the third part is actually coming out of the double under, because once you're in there, now you got to go back to a normal boxer step. And we're going to talk about what you need to do to kind of get back in there. And I got a little trick that I've been doing that I don't even know how to do the double under without it anymore. And that's really coming out with the side swing. So before I begin, I'm just going to do this demonstration and then we'll talk about all of 3 components individually. So here we go. I'm going to start from a boxer step. I'm going to do a side swing and then I'm going to jump up and do a double under. Then I'm going to do a side swing to come out of the double under. So here we go. So I got a nice boxer step. Now I'm going to do a side swing, double under. Now, side swing, come out of the double under. Let's do that on the side to show you as well. So, boxer step, side swing, double under. Side swing, double under. Back to boxer step. So part 1 is the lift off. And essentially, once you've done the boxer step, you're going to go back to doing a 2-foot jump. And essentially what you got to be mindful of is actually putting the pressure onto the ground, kind of bending your knees and then pushing up. Again, you're on the balls of your feet. So you're not jumping from the back, you're jumping from the balls. So essentially you're just doing your double under and then you're going to go boom and you're pushing up because you got to get more height to get the rope underneath. So even as a drill, you can just kind of do a boxer step and then try to do this like you're a pogo. And listen to the sound as well, because that's going to be important, because the other sound that you're going to be making is with the rope and you want those sounds to go together. And that's the sync. That's when it's like you're in a band. Your arms and your legs are in a band and you're on sync on that beat. So essentially, again, you do the boxer step and then just do this. And you don't even have to use the rope, because you got to have enough strength at first to jump that high off your toes. So you can just build drills and just see how high you can go and then try to do the boxer step and then try that. But essentially be mindful of that. I'm kind of pushing down and then popping up. It's the lift off. That's what I like to call it. Part 2 is when you have the rope. Now, I was really picky about getting the right rope size, because depending on how you do the double under, if you have a really big rope, you're going to be out here. If you have a smaller rope, you're going to be closer to here. What I like to do is keep everything tight. And essentially what I do when I'm holding the rope is I have my thumbs on top of the rope and I'm pushing down, almost like a drummer does with their snare sticks on the drums. So this might sound funny, but I use Phil Collins' song "In the Air Tonight." He has that drum roll before coming out of the intro where he goes dun 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 dun. Essentially, I'm kind of mimicking that, because when you're doing the double under, you're doing this kind of like dun 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 kind of move, and that's pushing the rope. When you push down like that, you're forcing the rope to go underneath. So I'll show you what I mean. Try to pay attention to my hands and listen to the rope as well. I'm trying to make that kind of sound. Dun, 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 dun. So here we go. Here we go. And I'm pushing a lot on my thumbs. Let me show you from the side. Again, just doing the boxer step, then double under. So you can kind of hear that dun 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 dun. So I don't know why I think of Phil Collins when I do that, but essentially you pretend you're like a drummer and you have to make that kind of syncopated beat. That's really the secret of the double under. So when you are doing drills and practicing, essentially you just want to be able to do one double under, go back to boxer step, then try to do two, and then try to do three. Let's see if I can do this. It's been a long time since I've done this drill, but boxer step. Okay, there's like one or two. Now let's try three. Okay, cool. Now let's try four. And then you just keep going and then see how far you can go. I'm at the point where I think I can do it for about 30 seconds straight. Let me just try to do like maybe 5 or 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So remember, the double unders have 3 components. 1 is the liftoff. 2 is that syncopated movement that you got to do with your arms. And then 3, coming out. And I highly recommend you use the side swing. Kind of buys you time and you can time it to slow back down. So you can use a side swing, as I like to do, for the lift off. Kind of tells me, all right, we're lifting off. And then I use the side swing to tell me, okay, we're coming back down onto earth. So when you're practicing the double unders, pay special attention to the sound that you're making. And also, if you can't jump that high normally without the rope, work on that first before you incorporate the rope. And of course, be sure to watch the other videos in my YouTube series. Be sure to like and subscribe, of course. And I'll see you again at the next video.